money, right? So it's a free of cost. Earlier, it was very difficult for students because they have to go to other state, other cities to study, to to join coaching over there. But now those restrictions have been taken up. So that's a really good thing, and that's what I think, that it's a good time for students to start preparing for their exam during their college days itself. Because I have seen that's a very general perspective, that people think that okay, fine, once we will done with our BSc or MSc, then we start preparing for the competitive exam, be it JAM, be it GATE, be it CSIR net. So as sir also said, that it's easier actually when you qualify the exam during your college days only, means in your college time only. If you clear the exam, it becomes much easier for you. So that's what we are going to discuss in this particular talk. And I would also like to take at the end some questions from the students, because that's what I like to I like much, because one-on-one discussion is what I feel more comfortable with. So I'll share some of my slides. First of all, I'll share a presentation which I made for this particular talk, and then after that, we will have a Q&A session, right? So I guess I have permission to share my screen. Is it?
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
You can share
Okay.
your screen. I will stop my subtext here.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. You can.
'Can you guys see? Okay. One minute, sir. There is a technical problem. I'm trying to fix it. Okay. Sorry, sir, for the technical problem. Actually, um, there were some.
Excuse me, Neural Guda.
Sir, just a minute.
No.
A technical issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you have any technical issue, just okay, no issue. If you want to send to me, I will share you, no issue.
Yeah, just a minute.
Okay, okay. Nice. Go ahead. Thank you.
Fine. I hope the screen is visible to all of you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, great. So, today's talk, I'm really sorry, first of all, for this technical glitch. Uh, these technical things happen. Sorry for that. So, yeah. Now, so today we are going to discuss about that how we can prepare for the competitive exam along with our college exams, because that is something which every one of us is like they all think about it. When I talk to my students after exam or whenever I meet them, they all ask me that how to manage time, how to prepare for these exams during like college exams, because college exams have a different way of approach. They are subjective. You have to write answers over there, and competitive exams have a different approach. In competitive exam, you are going to have multiple choice questions. You have to do questions in a limited amount of time, and there it's not only the knowledge pressure, it's also the time pressure which you deal with. In college exams it's not like that. If you know something about the topic, you can write down something or the other thing about it, but for competitive exam you should have exact knowledge of that particular thing, and then only you will be able to answer that question. So having said that, let me first of all introduce myself, although I have been introduced already, but just a quick introduction of mine. So myself, Nurul Huda, and I'm a research scholar currently. I'm doing my research here in University of Hyderabad, and I'm doing research in field biophysical chemistry. So I deal with biology topics also. I deal with chemistry topic also. I deal with physics topic also during my research work. So all my teaching or all my studies, all these things in combine is helping me throughout my research work. So next is that I am an educator for CSI UGC NET category and for GATE exam especially. I have also taught earlier students for IIT JAM. I have also taught students for IIT JEE. So I have been teaching students ever since I passed my class 12th. So I have been teaching students of class 8th onwards, and now I am full time teaching to students of CSIR NET and for GATE exam. So I basically deal with the students from master's level. And you all know from my YouTube channel, that's all about chemistry. It's a channel on YouTube. You all might know about it from now. And it's all your love and support that has made the channel whatever it is today. And that's because I'm sitting over here and talking to you regarding that. So let's talk about competitive exams. So why actually competitive exams are why somebody is taking a competitive exam? Why not these subjective exams are enough to select somebody? Or why not college exams are enough to select for anything? So why these competitive exams are so, why they are designed actually? So let's assume that you have to choose among some 5 or 10 people. You have to choose one of them. So how you will do them? You have to make some competitive, approach for that. You might have seen that how students or how children are selected for a particular, let's say, theater role. If somebody has to do a theater role of some character, so they have to give audition. The students have to give audition, and the best one is selected. So that is also kind of competitive exam. So basically, competitive exam has a basic thought behind them, that to make a best selection. So when these competitive exams like CSIR NET, GATE, IIT JAM, all these exams, when they are conducted in a way they want to select someone who is best in that particular subject, so that they can give the authority to do research or the authority to study for higher education in their colleges. So that's what these competitive exams are all about. Competition is everywhere. Like ever since a child is born, we ask him to do different tasks, and we want that our child is better than the other one, right? So that competition is everywhere. Wherever you see in the surrounding, wherever you see in the life cycle, everywhere competition is there. Be it biological systems, so there is survival of the fittest. Animal compete to survive in the environment. Be it scientific environment, there are scientists compete to prove their work. Even here in your colleges, your teacher competes so that they can give best to you. So one thing is for sure, that competition is everywhere. You cannot run away from competition. So taking competition, first thing is to accept it, that yes, competition is there and we are part of it. And it's not a new thing. It's not like we have just started competing, or we have just started for the first time we are going to be in a competition. You are actually subconsciously in competition ever since ever since you have joined your schools, or ever since you have started your education. So what does you get good from competition? What are the things which you get from a competition, good things from the competition, right? So first thing is that competition helps you to push your limit. Sometimes you even don't know that you are able to do this. For example, let me give you my example. Okay, so when I was studying, when I was in my let's say when I was in my bachelor's, that time I was not aware. In the first year of bachelor's, I was not even aware about that there is something called as IIT JAM exam. Later on, when I got to know, I started, because all my all my classmates, all my friends, they were also preparing for the exam. So the feel of that competition helped me to push my limit and to study for that particular thing, and I qualified that exam. Similarly, in my master's for CSIR NET exam, again, I pushed my limit. Pushing limit means you have to work extra for that. Okay, so daily, every one of you might be pushing your limit for something or the other. So competition helps you to give that essence that yes, you have to push your limit for if you want to achieve this. And the reward, you all know, for competition, the reward is obviously high. Second important thing which you get from the competition is it encourages to learn more, right? if let's say there was no exam, or there was no CSR net exam or gate exam, any exam would not have been there, then you would have just ended up learning whatever you have learned in your masters. You would not have given extra effort to study in your like to study from YouTube, or to study from some other educator, from somebody else apart from your college teachers, right? So to learn more, that's what humanity, or that's what humans are living for, right? Because we all are on this earth for a limited amount of time, and in that limited amount of time we want to gain as much knowledge, as much understanding of the things around us as possible. So people before us has also done, and people after us will also do. But what our part is to encourage ourselves to learn more, and whatever we can do in the limited amount of time which we are living on this earth. And the last thing which competition makes you is the best version of yourself. So if you would have seen me, let's say 5 or 6 years before now, you would not have recognized me before. Because that time I was also a like normal student, normal master student, just like you, or I would have just been just like a normal average student, right? But slowly, with these competition thing, competitive exams, with competing with the people around me, so that has made the person which I am now. And I would not say that I am the best version of myself right now. I'm still working on myself, and maybe in some more years we will see more better version of mine. So what I'm trying to say over here is, if you participate in any type of competition, these are the three benefits, and there are much more. I have just pointed out three. The next exam is TIFR. Now, TIFR is Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. There are two TIFR in India. One is in Hyderabad, and the other one is in Mumbai. These two institutes were one of the first research institute in India. if you will read the history of research, how research started in India, how scientific research started in India. So one of the first institute which was made was by Tata Group, and that was TIFR. And they still have very high standards. If you want to do quality research, world-class research, if you want to do, then TIFR are the best place where you can go for. Again, TIFR also conduct exams at BSc level also and at master's levels also. Both of them, like at BSc level, you can take admission in integrated PhD. That means MSc plus PhD. Whereas after MSc level exam, you will be able to go for PhD in TIFR. The level of research is absolutely amazing over there, and the work, the environment, the facilities, they all are top notch, which you get at TIFR. The next exam is geoscientist exam. Now this is purely a job based exam. Now geoscientist is a exam conducted by UPSC. It's a grade job which is conducted at master's level, for especially for chemistry people. So if you have ever dreamed of doing some job at IAS level, if you wanted to join UPSC, wanted to serve in public service for the nation, then in that case, geoscientist is the exam which you should target for, and that's one of the place, or that's one of the exam which can give you same amount of respect, same amount of perks as a IAS person gets. And the next exam is BARC. BARC is Bhabha Atomic Research Center. So it's a research center which basically deals with nuclear research, which deals with research in the field of nuclear energy, how to harness nuclear energy and how to use that nuclear energy for the betterment of society. There is just one BARC institute that is in Mumbai, and their standards are also very high. This also is one of the institute which was one of the first institute which was made in India for the research purpose. So it has its own entrance exam, right? And then after that comes various other entrance exam for other universities, for other colleges to pursue your higher education. So I am telling you a list of all the competitive exams over here which you are going to face after BSc level or after MSc level of your academic career if you want to pursue higher education in chemistry. Now let's talk about that. Why is it so difficult, or why people think that it is difficult to prepare while being in college, right? So the first difficulty which comes is lot of distractions. You are in your college, you are in your good days, you are enjoying with your friends, you have so many like things to do. You have to, like, that is the time when we are not that much mature also. We have so many different things which we focus more, and we think that these are actually important, which later on you get to know, no, these are not that important for your life. But still, there are distractions in your college time, like your friends are there, you have to chit chat with them, you have to go to the college, while going, while coming, you are wasting so much time over there. So there are so many distractions which come in the college life. The next thing is the syllabus problem. The thing is the competitive exam deals with the complete syllabus. It has a huge syllabus of chemistry, like including complete syllabus of your, let's say if you are doing for BSc level exam, then complete BSc syllabus, and if you are giving MSc level exam, then complete MSc syllabus is taken over there. Considering that in, let's say if somebody is in the first semester of masters, he has already studied just a part of his syllabus. He has not completed his syllabus, just a part of it he has studied. Now for that person, it becomes difficult because the exam is going to ask this much and he knows only this much, right? So that is the next problem which comes, that syllabus is like they are asking complete syllabus, but the person has only studied a part of it. And the next problem which comes is regarding college exams. Let's say you are preparing for CSR net, and just before CSR net, your like your academic exam or your college regular exams comes. So what you have to choose, right, which I have to prepare for, because the approaches are different for both of them. So people, like, of course, you should give more attention to your college exam. So at that time, the CSR net preparation or any competitive exam preparation is compensated because of these college exams. Okay, so let me talk about that, why you should start early preparation. Now, I have already told you that what are the distractions, but let's talk about that why you should start preparing for the competitive exam. Why you should start preparing in your college days? Why not take a break and then start it? So see, the first thing is that now information is accessible to everyone. If you would have asked me the same thing, let's say 5 years back, I would have said that, okay, complete your college studies and then go for these competitive exam. But now the time has changed. Now information is accessible to everyone. You can get information if you are in bachelor's. Still you can study things of your master's. If you are in master's first year, still you can study things which are taught in master's second year. You don't have to rely completely on your college for the syllabus. You don't have to rely on your college teachers for the syllabus. That's because college teachers have to follow a particular schedule. They have to go through a particular routine that they have to teach you this first, then the next topic, then next topic, and that's how the college syllabus is decided, or it's being designed. But since you have access to more information on so many platforms, be it YouTube, be it different platforms which are there available, so now you can study if you are interested in a particular topic. Second thing is that now everyone is aware about that how to prepare and from where to prepare. Just search it on YouTube, that how to prepare for CSIR exam. You will get around 50 or 60 videos on the same topic. Even more, okay, people will tell you different strategies, do this, do that, try this, try that. Okay, so because so much things have been already tried by different people and they are sharing their ideas now on YouTube, it becomes easy for a new person who has not given the exam. It becomes for that person to understand that how he has to start his preparation and from where he has to start his preparation. Okay, so both these information are also available free of cost. Nothing, just it's the information is away just from a click of yours. And the next thing is that early success is easier. Why I'm saying so? Because if you qualify the exam during your college days, that feeling is amazing. That feeling is better than any other feeling in the world, because you don't have to wait. See, in your life, in your academic career, the most important thing which you have is time. Okay, that is the most precious thing. If you are having a gap of 1 year, or if anybody is having gap of 1 year in his academic career, ask that person how that person feels because of that gap. So it's better to prepare during your during your college time only, and exam qualify the exam. And early success is easier because you are in a flow. Your mind is right now active to gain more knowledge. When you go to the college, your mind is that time it's gain whatever the teacher is telling, to gain whatever the college is teaching you, right? So that time the activity of the mind is high, and that time it is easier for you to grasp more knowledge and to understand and become eligible for the other exams and perform well in those exams. Now let's talk about that how actually you can prepare along with your college studies. So the first thing which you should do is go with the syllabus. Okay, whatever syllabus is there in your college, don't just think, okay, I will study this. I will not study my college syllabus. I will study the competitive exam syllabus. Don't do that. Go with your college syllabus. Start with that. Let's say, I'm giving an example. Let's say in college you have been started with stereochemistry in organic chemistry. Okay, so from organic chemistry to stereochemistry is being taught in your first semester. Study that, okay, according to the syllabus. But apart from that, you have to do some extra study also. So just don't restrict yourself to the syllabus. Go with it, but just add something additional to it. What is that additional thing? Additional things will be books, additional things will be YouTube videos, additional things will be various other places from where you are taking your knowledge for that particular topic. So in that way, you will also cover your college syllabus. Along with that, you at the same time you will be getting yourself prepared for the competitive exam as well. The next thing which you can do is discuss concepts among your friend circle. Now, once you are out of the college, your friend circle is not going to stay with you for long. Your friend circle will become smaller and smaller and smaller, and then you will have very less people to talk and very less people to discuss things with. But once you are in college, your friend circle is big. You have so many people with you. Let's say if you have a group of 10 people, group of 6 people. In that case, you can discuss the concept in the free time. I know that chit chatting is very important, and we have also done in our college days. Like we used to sit in the library, or we used to sit in the canteen, and we used to chit chat for such a long time. But apart from that chit chat, you should also take out time and use that particular resource, or use that friend circle in a way that to discuss the things. Let's say somebody has studied stereochemistry, somebody has studied coordination chemistry, and somebody, other third person has studied, let's say, solid state chemistry. So all the three they can discuss among them, and in that way, in less time, you will be able to prepare all the three topics. So after the discussion, all three of them will have knowledge of all the three topics. That's the beauty of the friend circle, or that's the beauty of group study, which generally we ignore. We don't use the friend circle in that way. We use it to chit chat. We use it to like for various different things, not for the study purpose. But yeah, this is what you can do. Next, very, very important thing which I have learned throughout my personal experience, and which I always encourage a student, is to make books your best friend. See, book reading is very difficult. Even if you read books, you will feel sleepy. Okay, that is for sure. But books, once you get habituated to read books, not novels, not fictional books. I'm talking about your subjective books, or your subject related books. So once you get habituated reading the books, the level of knowledge which you will gain will be tremendous. Okay, that thing will make you, or that thing will give you in-depth knowledge of that topic. You, apart from teachers, right? So teachers and books are two different things. But still, see, teachers have a limited time. Let's say a class is of 1 hour. So that person, the teacher, is teaching for 1 hour. He is teaching of whatever he has understood from the book. He's making things easier for you to understand. But if you want to take raw knowledge, if you want to take that what exactly the book says, then and that level of knowledge will be definitely different than whatever it is coming from a particular filter, right? So when I was in my master's, I used to spend so much time in library. I don't know, daily, like around 1 or 2 hours, I used to study in library, and that has definitely helped me to qualify the exam. Even that has helped me to qualify the interviews, because in interview they are going to ask questions from the in-depth of that particular topic, right? So reading books, understanding books, and studying from the books will help you not only for the competitive exam, but also for your interviews. And from my experience earlier, like when I was in BSc, my senior used to tell me that read book, study from the book. And I used to think that who will read that thick book, right? But once I started reading, the first book which I read was James C. Hui. And it was definitely very tough book. Why I'm tough? Because the language of that book is not that easy. But still, I remember that book, and it has helped me today. If I'm teaching you guys, if I'm making videos on YouTube, or if I'm taking classes for the students, if I'm teaching a particular topic, that's all because I have studied books. I have read books for that particular topic. And one topic I want to share with all of you, that was quantum chemistry. So when I was in my master's, I have not been taught quantum chemistry properly. It's not because the teacher was not good. The problem was that the concept itself, the quantum chemistry itself, is not that easy to explain. And secondly, we were not from the physical chemistry background in our masters. So that's why we just had few classes of quantum chemistry, and it was very interesting, but still I didn't understood during my master days. So after when I was in my final semester of masters, that time when I was preparing for CSI NET exam, that time I read the book called McQuarrie. Okay, there is a book by McQuarrie, and I read that complete book, word by word, everything I read, and many things I didn't understood. I will not say that I understood everything. I didn't understood many things, but whatever I understood, that helped me a lot, and that helped me to qualify that particular exam. And still, people say that I teach quantum chemistry quite well, and that is just because of that particular book, and that is just because I read that particular book. And next thing which you can do is understand the theory during the practicals. You might be doing practicals in your masters, but like, I don't know how you guys do, but when I was in my masters, we used to just see, okay, we have to get so and so, we have to mix this and this, and we will get this. So that's how we do. That was not a good way of doing practicals, and that is what I accept, that I should have focused more on this particular thing. But now I can tell you guys that you should understand the theory of what practical you are doing. Once you understand the theory of the practical, right? Let's say if a particular reaction you are carrying out, let's say you are doing ring test, okay, for your for the inorganic practicals. Let's say you are doing the ring test. So how that reaction is going through, why that ring, that brown ring, why that color is coming up, which type of charge transfer is involved in that. Everything, if you try to investigate now, you will get to know so many things, and you will never forget that, because you have seen that thing happening in front of your eyes. Visual knowledge is something which we never forget. We always remember that, right? You all might remember what movie you saw a few years back, but you don't remember what you have read few days before. That's because visual knowledge stays in our mind, right? So that is something which you should do. Understand the theory of your practical and try to investigate it more, that why is it happening. Ask your teachers, ask your lab attendants, why actually it's happening, why this reaction, why this particular thing is giving this, why that color is coming, why make questions, okay, and make yourself understand. If let's say that you are not able to get the information from the teachers, from the class, let's say the time is not there for the teacher to explain you everything, then try to take out your own time, try to investigate through books that why exactly that's happening. And as I said, the information is now accessible to everyone. If you just search for that experiment on YouTube, you will get so many videos, and in those videos they will explain you that what's actually happening, why is it happening, like how the things are going, right? So that's something which you should practice. Okay, two very important things for competitive exam, which I have personally experienced, and I tell to each and everyone whenever I meet, and whenever somebody asks me ki tell something about how to prepare for CSIR net exam, or tell me about GATE exam. So these two things you have to. First is to clear your basic concept. If your basic concept is not clear, you cannot qualify the exam whatsoever you do. So you have to clear your basic concept. You can use any mode, any medium, books, videos, classes, anything you can use for that, but you have to clear your basic concept. And it's not that everything you have to clear. You have to clear the basic concept of most of the things. Okay, like if I'm telling you organic, inorganic, physical, so I'm not telling to study everything and clear everything. But whatever you are studying, try to clear each and everything about it. That's when that particular topic will remain longer for your in your mind, and that will help you throughout your future. And the next very important thing is solve previous year's question. Now this thing is something which you can say is the final shot which you can give in your preparation thing. I remember when I was preparing for my competitive exam for CSIR net, I have a big thick notebook full of previous year's question. That time was 2017, and we were having questions till 2016. From 2011 till 2016, each and every question I have solved in that notebook. If some question I was not able to solve, I used to mark it as a star. That time YouTube was not that much accessible, so we used to go to our seniors, we used to ask them, we used to go to our teachers, we used to ask them that how this question has to be done. Many questions remained unsolved also. It's not like every question was solved, but if you see my notebook, so that is where you will find out the question was at least. You have to give your attempt to that question and try from your side to solve it. Now I think you will get solution of most of the things. I don't think there will be any question left unsolved. Even I have made a book for students where I have solved all the previous year's questions ever from 2011 till 2020. So now information and the data, the questions, the solutions, everything is there on internet. You will get just if you just search for once. So these two things you have to do. These are most important thing if you are preparing for any competitive exam. Okay, so some important advice just to just at the end of this particular talk. So first thing is that read standard books. Okay. Whenever I'm talking about, I told you already for reading books. So you should read some standard books. Standard books means there are books which are at the international level, which are accepted. The information which is provided in them are of international level. So it's not like any book which you get in the market is of a standard level. Standard level books means the error will be less over there. The concept will be explained in more detail over here in those books, and the level of questions which will be made at the backside of that chapter in those books will also be of your competitive exam level. So that's what makes a book standard book. Next very important thing is make your own notes. People these days ask to me also that, sir, can you give your notes? Or many of students, juniors, they used to ask their seniors that, Bhaiya, please, can you give me your notes? Or, sir, please give me your notes. See, others' notes you cannot read. Everybody is having their way of making notes. I make my notes in very short format. I used to make two types of notes. One is like class notes, and the other one is short notes. Class notes, when I'm studying a topic, I used to write it down. I used to make a note of it. And short note is something which, when I'm doing question or when I'm preparing for the exam in an aggressive way, that time I used to write down everything in very, very short manner. And before just exam, let's say 1 month or 15 days before exam, I used to revise from my short notes. That's what has helped me a lot. So making your own notes is very important. That is because you understand yourself more. You understand what is important for you, what is not. So don't go for others' notes. Don't buy others' notes. Don't ask others' notes. Make your own notes. Next very important thing is use your time effectively. As I said, the most important thing which you are going to have throughout your life is time. Maintaining the time is very important, and managing it is also very important. Everybody is getting 24 hours, right? Still, somebody studies for 4 hours, somebody studies only for 1 hour. So why is it the difference? Why is that 1 hour, the person who is studying for 1 hour is having less time in the day? No, it's because the person is not able to manage the time. He's wasting the time, or he's investing the time in something else. People ask me also that how you manage so many things like research, your YouTube, then classes, how you manage all these things. That's because I have tried to manage the things. Okay. I am lucky enough for few things. I know that few advantages I have, but still, most important thing is to manage the time. I have to compensate my sleep. Sometimes I have to skip my food, like my dinner or my lunch sometimes. But still, I am happy with it because whatever I'm doing, I am enjoying that and I'm loving that, right? So if you are loving whatever you are doing, in that case, you will definitely put effort towards it, and you have to utilize the time effectively. You have to manage the time yourself. You have to make your own schedule, and you have to follow that. Nobody is going to tell you that study for this hour, study for that hour, and don't follow also if somebody is telling that thing. Make your own time, because everybody is having their own priorities, right? Maybe something which is important to me might not be important to you. Something which is important to you is not important for me. So you have to manage the time in that way. And the last very important thing is practice more and more. As I said, practicing questions has helped me a lot. Reading books and practicing questions. These two things have helped me so much that I cannot tell you in words. And that's why I always encourage to read books. Be whatever if YouTube has involved so much, so many things are there on YouTube, but still books will always be your best friend. And practicing will make your, that is going to give you a muscle memory that will help you to remember that, okay, if this type of thing is asked, I have to solve it like this. If this type of thing is asked, then I have to solve it like this. So that thing will come if you practice questions. So, and the last thing is to believe in yourself, right? That is most important, that you have to give yourself the confidence that yes, I am able to do, I will be able to do. So everything is start at a particular confidence only. So once you start your preparation, first of all, you have to make yourself believe that you will be able to do. Don't give any doubt in your mind ki if I will not be able to do, then what will happen? That should never come in your mind. Make a target that yes, I have to do and I will be able to do. That level of confidence should be there. That's what comes over here. That don't underestimate yourself, because you don't know what capability you have. Sometimes we explore our capabilities through time only. When we grow a little bit, then then we understand that we have so much other capabilities which we were not aware about, and that's then you realize that you have actually underestimated yourself throughout your time. And just believe in yourself and work for it. If you are planning yes, I have to get into this, so believe in yourself and just work for that particular thing. So if you are targeting any exam, CSR net, gate, any competitive exam, just first of all believe yes, you will be able to do, and then just start working for it. So many things are there, you just have to follow everything step by step, and remember that you will be able to do it. Because if I am able to qualify the exam, I was very average student, so if I am able to qualify, any one of you can do that. Okay, so at the end I will just share some books, because I have said so many things about books. So I just want to share some important books from different part of chemistry, which we have: organic, physical chemistry. So let's start with organic chemistry. So the best book for organic chemistry is a book by Jonathan Clayton. And there are three authors of this book: Jonathan Clayton, Nick Greaves, and Stuart Warren. But the book is famous by Clayton. Okay, that's the only name people call it. So that is something which you must have. Now these days you don't have to buy a book also, because this book is very costly. Okay, I remember when I used to go in a library to search out for this book. This book used to cost around 2,000 or 3,000 rupees. So you don't have to purchase the book. You will get PDF of the book on internet. Download the PDF and read from there. Okay. Second very good book is a book by George S. Zoeffel. There are three scientists or three authors for this book again: George S. Zoeffel, Michaelis H. Nance, and Peter Sonfai. But generally this book is known as Zoeffel and Nance. This is again a very good book for preparation of organic chemistry. Complete organic chemistry is there in these books. So if you want a complete understanding of the topic, you can take any of these books which I am showing right now on your screen. The next book is Advanced Organic Chemistry by Francis A. Carey and Richard J. Sundberg. Now this book comes in two parts, part A and part B. That's why it becomes so much, but you can skip this if you want. But this book is also a very detailed book. And the last book which everyone should have in their library of books is Modern Methods of Organic Chemistry by William Caruthers. Caruthers is someone who has concised all these things in a very small book. I have that in my cupboard still. That book is not big. Okay, it's a thin book. It's a small book. You can just keep it with you, and it's not that heavy also. But it contains everything from organic chemistry in a very concise manner. So that's why this book also you should read. If you have read Clayton or any of these books, then this last book is like summary of all these books. Next, there are some books for inorganic chemistry. As I said, this was my favorite book when I started studying for inorganic chemistry. This was Inorganic Chemistry by James E. Huey. And as I said, the language of this book is not that easy. The language is little difficult to understand, but once you will get into it, initially it will take time to understand the things in which it's English only, but the way of writing is little different. It's more of comprehensive way of writing. So initially you will feel ki I'm not understanding the things, but just stick to that. Don't leave. Okay. Initially means 1 or 2 days you will feel little bit difficulty to understand that what exactly the author want to say. But at the end of 3-4 days, you will end up enjoying the book. It's a very good book. Then the next book is by Shivers and Atkins, Inorganic Chemistry. It's also a complete book for inorganic chemistry. The next book is Inorganic Chemistry by Miesler and Tarr. This is a book from where now CSIR has started so many questions, asking so many questions. So if you see the recent question papers, especially from the organometallic portion, CSIR has started asking questions from these books. So if you will see the question paper of 2020 exam of CSIR net, that question paper was tough. And that was tough because questions were asked from books. They were not repetitive questions, they were from books. And those people have qualified that exam who have read books a lot. The last book is by Ajay Kumar, and Ajay Kumar has two books. One is for organometallic and bioinorganic chemistry, and one more book is for coordination chemistry. So these two books are very thin books, and again, these are in a very easy language. The language of Ajay Kumar book is very easy because it resonates with Indian audience, and the level of questions which are there are also very good. So you can definitely go for these. At the end, some books for physical chemistry. So one which I say is the holy book for physical chemistry, and that is Principles of Physical Chemistry by Puri Sharma Patania. I believe that most of you might have heard about this book or might be having this book, because this book is something which I personally was having since my BSc. So I used to study the same book from BSc, and it has helped me even now in my research as well. So the level of that book is so vast. It's a very, very thick book, but still everything from the physical chemistry is over there in a very concise manner. And one more book is there, that is Physical Chemistry by Atkins. It's from the foreign author, and both the books are quite good. You can choose any one of them. Both of them have similar things. Only the thing is the book by Puri Sharma Patania has an easier language compared to book by Peter Atkins. And some are topic specific books, means the books which are specific to a particular topic, not for the complete subject. So like the first book is over here for chemical kinetics. Now chemical kinetics is a chapter in your physical chemistry, and people generally they just read it in, let's say, 20 pages or 30 pages. But this book is a thick book from Keith J. Laidler, generally called as Chemical Kinetics by Laidler. And this is a book which include everything about chemical kinetics. Even now during my research, I'm reading this book because my work resonates around chemical kinetics, so I have to read that. So this includes chemical kinetics of biology system, chemical kinetics of physical system, chemical kinetics of inorganic complexes, kinetics of organic molecules. Everything about chemical kinetics is in a book. So it's a really, really great book. Next, as I said, this was one of the books which helped me to understand quantum chemistry a little bit, whatever I do now. So, A Quantum Chemistry by Donald A. McQuarrie. This is again one of my favorite books. And the next one is again Quantum Chemistry by Ira and Levine. Both these books are quite good for quantum chemistry, but I believe, what I have felt, McQuarrie has a little bit easier language compared to Ira and Levine. Levine's language is little on a trickier side compared to this. So it becomes easy to understand. See, quantum chemistry is itself a very difficult topic. Not difficult, but yeah, it's a topic which is little, you have to imagine things over there. So McQuarrie makes it easier for you to imagine. That's the best thing about it. And as I said, I was telling you about Ajay Kumar. So there is a book by Ajay Kumar for coordination chemistry, and that's one of the last book which I would recommend you. So I have given you names of so many books. You don't have to go for all of them. Just choose those topics or choose those books which you are interested in first, and start reading that. Once you read that book, then go for the other one. Okay, don't just go and buy all the books. Don't purchase books first of all. Read from their PDF versions. Once you understand the book from the PDF version, once you are comfortable with it, then if you are interested, you can buy or you can purchase that particular book. So that's all for this particular talk from my side. I will just say thanks to all of you for listening to me so patiently, and I would stop presenting my screen now. Much for this talk. Now I would like to question if any of you is having and want to ask what you have done in preparation. You can ask. Okay, so I got a question. It says, which academy is for CSR? Okay, uh, to completely converted to things. I believe uh, and that particular feeling is different than watching video. It's knowledge, but slowly that change and we were in home, online, and that's where it becomes easy. Online teaching has a benefit. The first is that it can study anywhere. In your and you right. You have to come. I would have to take a flight. I have to come to stand in front of you. And all these and you are sitting in your own benefit of benefit. The things are changing towards online teaching and towards online learning time.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Please check from the past.
Okay.
Can you repeat the questions for?
Camera, I think that's structuring data maybe. I'm here now.
No, sir. Still now it's not audible.
Look fine. I don't know. Internet issue. Sorry, I can't do anything. Is it clear or shall I rejoin the meeting? Naveen sir, can you tell me? Am I clear now? Or shall I just rejoin in 2 minutes?
Sir, yes. Now you are audible, sir. Now you are audible. Come again with your question, sir. Come again.
Okay. So I was talking online. So in online classes has benefit. Offline classes has benefit that you see the teacher in front of you and the teacher can you are following his. So that is the benefit of online classes. So now we are in a transition mode. We are not mode to expect things and we are not completely to off. So right now we are in a transition. I think after 5 years or after 10 years we will be complete towards online classes. So right now we are in transition. You can choose any of it, right? Okay. Next one is which book is best to basic. Okay, Sundar. The best query I felt is there are different books from by PS people. But I will suggest for queries if you like or quantum mechanics, you should read from. It's not that you should. It's basics. Will first of all deal with how quantum and non-quantum world relates to each other, and slowly it goes to the advanced quantum chemistry like equation. What does think over there? Okay, great. Zamir, that sir, okay. The link is not working. Correct. I will suggest that first, if you are interested in start idea about it, right? So there are very good YouTube channels which on chemistry at a very, very, very great level of explanation. They are not level, but they are comprehensive. Means they will show things around your work. So YouTube channel called as Veritasium. Okay, it's a very good YouTube channel. Its name is Veritasium. You should follow that channel as well. And there is one YouTube channel that's plain. You can go to that channel. So there is one more channel, Three Blue Brown. That's also a very good channel. So these are the channels you should follow if you are interested in scientific how they work. Abhinash is asking whether it is mandatory for major projects. No, GATE is not mandatory for project. GATE is mandatory, especially places where CE, IITs, where you take skill like universities, there it is not mandatory. Their CSR Act is fine. Okay, now sir is asking eliminate the options in DBT. When you used to, like, whenever you a question that topic it is, you definitely option. It is best go for the question, cancel out them, and then out of order to understand exactly read question twice. Sometimes it happens that quick or we make mistakes. So at the end, the only confusion is between the options and over under, but you have knowledge of the topic and you have the topic, you will be able to solve that question also. I jumped this year, so for next waiting for exam, doing from a good place is always like from a place. But, not been able to, and no need to wait. There are suggest to go like in that instead student start preparation for master and try to IIT for research. Focus on rather. That's what is to you. And right now, currently we have a result of IIT and IIT and CSIR net. So these have fired. So I we all was not able to qualify time. So if that more time on preparation, in that case you should join anywhere, but opportunity to join at a particular option, then instead of join. What is the major difference between CSIR JRF and UG? Is okay. There is two JRF, CSIR JRF and UGC JRF for student also. Generally, people see UGC JRF is for non-science student and CSIR JRF is for science student. It's not correct. Science, when you see exam, you get test in which is also there. UGC JRF is also. So there is no difference in both of them. You get the same amount of fellowship in both of them. 31,000 is what CSIR and both. The only difference which you get is in contingency amount. Contingency amount, so the funding agency gives you some amount to spend on your own things, like you have to purchase and notebook, you have to purchase not laptop, not laptop. Yeah, most of the things are. So if you want to purchase, then you can put it in contingency. SIR contingency 20,000 per. So 20,000 rupees you can spend per year for your purchases, and UGC gives you contingency of UGC is 12,000 per month for 8,000 of first 2 years, increases 25,000. Okay. That's how it works. And one more difference is there, if you you are getting all the benefits, but if you are a CSR, you will be given more priority if you are lab. So they are very CSR labs in the country. If you want admission over there, so in that case, CRF becomes easy for you to get over there instead of CGR. It's not, they won't, it's like for CSIR, JF, OPG, CGF. Yeah. For my email ID, so like yeah. So, questions? Okay. 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 Question for us. Okay. I am very patriotic person. Okay. I will take it to India because India requires scientists, require people right now. I say you should study and you should do research in India, but my mind will tell you correct, and that is the structure which we get apart, and top institute like top universities like university is there. Some top universities are much more, but yeah, apart this is infrastructure not that good. And sadly, the government does not fund to research in India. That's why the cities are not divided properly, and that's why PhD in India not that favorable. If you have option to do PhD in foreign, then better. We all everywhere countries. So if you're getting option to do PhD in European countries or in US, case you should go. But after doing India and serve which branch among the three, organic, and physical, to clear the CSR? Organic chemistry is very, it's like you heard of that, right? It for rat. Rat sees it, rat I can eat it. To it. And when it comes to get into the rat, it says with organic chemistry. If you will be able to do this course. My voice is cracking again. Okay, I'll take back. Just a minute, huh? I'll.
Sir, we are not hearing your voice, sir. No, sir, you are not audible, sir. Sir, it is better to switch off your video and start it, sir, because
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I
yeah,
think
sir,
now.
you know.
Okay. Fine. So I was answering about that organic, inorganic, and physical. So as I said, organic is tricky. It's not easy to solve organic chemistry question. I am a physical chemistry lover. So if you will ask me, I will say physical chemistry. I'll be a little biased, and I will say that physical chemistry is good. And to be frank, physical chemistry questions are easy to solve because you know the answer exactly. After doing mathematical calculation, you know that what exactly is the answer for that. So that's make physical chemistry much more better than the other two. Inorganic is not that easy, not that difficult. It's in the intermediate. So from me, if you will ask, inorganic chemistry is the one which you should definitely prepare. Apart from organic and physical, I will tell you to focus more on physical chemistry. Organic chemistry also, I will not say that leave completely organic chemistry. There are some topics from organic which are very important, like spectroscopy, like stereochemistry. These are something which you should study. So do that also. Okay. So yeah, that's what it is. Is doing diploma course after the UG is the best option? No, don't go for diploma courses because see, if you have, that's what I said, no, time is very important. If you have time, why to invest it on a course which is not giving you a degree, right? So invest the time in a course which gives you degree. Okay, that's what is always suggested. Diploma course, to be very frank, they are not that helpful. Doing course of like doing degree course is much better option if you have option. If you don't have any option and that year will be wasted, in that case you can go for diploma course. Otherwise, like, it's not recommended. Which academy is best for coaching CSR net during your days? How did you prepare? See, I'll tell you one thing. I have not taken any coaching class. Okay, that is why I am teaching also, because I have not taken any coaching class and because I have not been into this particular whole thing. The reason was, from where I come, that place does not have access to offline coaching. As I said, that time online things were not that much famous. In 2017, I'm telling. So that time, and my master's was also going on, so I could not leave my colleges, and I cannot go to some other place or Delhi or some other big city to study, Delhi or Hyderabad to study. These are only two places that time: Delhi, Hyderabad, and Pune. Three places were there at that time, but I didn't took any coaching for the preparation. I did everything by myself. My seniors helped me. Those seniors who have qualified that time before me, they helped me a lot in my preparation. And some of my friends, they were like, some of my very good friends were there during my masters. They helped me. As I said, we used to have a group discussion. We used to sit in the canteen and we used to solve questions. We used to have competitive question solving. Like, we used to give a question, who is going to solve it first with the correct answer. So that's how we used to prepare during our college days. Is going to Central University is best? Which Central University now has the top ranking? The top ranking institute, if you will go, that is Jawaharlal Nehru University, JNU. But the ranking is not decided for chemistry, okay? So if you go for the ranking and search it on Google, that ranking will give you a general ranking. And that general ranking does not only talk about chemistry. It talks about various other subjects of, like, the subjects of humanities, arts, right, literature. For chemistry, the best central institute right now in India, I would suggest, is Central University. I'm telling it's Central University of Hyderabad. That's one of the best. Then you can go for Central University of Delhi. You can also go for Madras University. That is also good. So these are some of the good central universities which we have. Even you have Aligarh Muslim University. That is also a good central university. So there are few of them, but one of the best is Hyderabad Central University and Delhi University. Kindly suggest me some Indian Tamil Nadu government-based competitive exam in chemistry after UG or PG. Suppose I may not be able to go for higher studies. If you don't want to go for higher studies and want to do job, okay, and if you want to prepare for job-related exam for chemistry. Now, after BSc, there are some exams, but they don't focus. See, because in BSc you study all the three things, no, like chemistry, physics, and the other like mathematics or whatever. So in that way, the exams are not chemistry focused. But after masters, I can tell you some exams. Like there is an exam called as geoscientist, which I have already discussed about. That's a job-based exam. Then there is an exam of FSSAI, Food Safety and Security Officer exam is there. These are high paid job. You will get lot of good payment, like you will get a handsome salary over there. And for that, you have to do masters. After that, only you can go in chemistry related job. Then there are various pharma companies who take masters student as their research and development team. So that also you can do. That's not a government job. That's a private job, but you will get good salary over there as well. Tamil Nadu government jobs I am not aware about, so I'm really sorry for that. I have just told you some central government job which we have, you know. Okay, how do you entertain yourself when chemistry bores you? Okay, see, when chemistry bores me, I used to do photography. I'm a photographer also. I'm a wildlife photographer, so I have my camera, I have lenses with me, so I used to go in the wild. In my campus, this Hyderabad Central University has a big campus, and we have a lot of forest over here. So I go in the forest, I capture pictures of birds, of deer, of different reptiles, and that's how I spend my time apart from chemistry. Apart from all these things, I love doing graphical things, like all the graphics, whatever you see on my YouTube, whatever thumbnail you see, whatever post you see, everything is made by me. So I like doing those graphics related things. Today's slides also I only made. So I love making things graphically looking good, and that's what I spend my time. And I am a terrible singer, but still when I'm alone, I sing for myself. So yeah, that's something how I entertain myself. Say some tricks to work out the physical chemistry problem. See, physical chemistry is like riding cycle. You might have you might have learned cycle initially, right? And initially you might be feeling ki how something on two wheels can be so stable. You know, this thing even right now, like currently also, if I think of this now, I used to like this thing used to amaze me, that how something on two wheels can be so much stable and it runs so smoothly. Cycle, scooty, bike, all these things. So physical chemistry is something like that. You have to practice. How you learned your cycle? By practicing more and more and more. You might have fell also once or twice, but still you didn't give up. You wanted to learn, that's why you learned cycle. Same goes for physical chemistry. You have to practice more and more question. You might not be able to solve, but you don't have to give up that. You have to again and again try it. Okay, that's how physical chemistry will work. So physical chemistry is more about understanding and practicing, both in a combined way. It's like maths. How to learn concepts without any distractions? Sundar, fix your time for concept understanding. Okay, means fix your time for your studies. Fix your time that this much time I have to study. I will not see, because nowadays there are so many distractions. There is Instagram, there is YouTube, there are so many things, and they are accessible. Back in time when I was in my bachelor's, that time we don't used to have YouTube and all. We used to have TV, and that too was having just cable connection. We can just switch the channel through remote. That's it we can do. We cannot watch whatever we want at the same time. But now you can watch, even if you want to watch a cricket match, you can pause a live match also, right? So many technology has developed, and that has created distraction also. So try to avoid that by fixing your time. Let's say from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm going to study, and I'm not going to see my mobile phone also. Keep your mobile away from you and study. That's how you can avoid distraction. And if possible, don't keep that study hours away from your eating hours and other things. In that way, nobody is going to disturb you from your home as well. Thank you wholeheartedly. Our students are too happy to receive your valuable suggestion and replies for the queries. Thank you so much. I also liked so much to interact with all of you, and I was like, it was my first session with the students as such of a particular institute, and I'm highly obliged. I'm highly overwhelmed with the love and like how you guys have treated me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for that. Eagerly looking for YouTube videos on YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for giving me time, and thank you for listening to me. And special thanks to Sarvara Muthu sir. Thank you so much, sir, for inviting me in this particular talk. And in future, if we will get time, we will definitely have again session for the same thing. I would love to interact with the students again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nooral Kuda. Really nice talk. Really, we enjoyed each and every words from you. One thing I want to stress, in this year, I almost one of our student, L. Pragas from second MSc Chemistry, who cleared UGC JRF All India rank 72, and also he cleared GATE examination. One of third year student Anish Kumar, who has cleared JAM exam. One of student from second BSc Chemistry, Saravana Baba, who has got summer research fellow. These are the some of the achievement of our students in this month. So we want to increase the number by your words, so that we contacted you, and then you have given excellent talk, sir. Really nice. We are really fascinated to have you with us. Thank you so much on behalf of the department and all the people who have benefited from you. And another thing I want to tell in this platform, sir, we are providing the list of books. Whatever the books you have already shown to PPT, in our library we have more than 5 copies in each book, and we have provided a separate bureau, separate room, separate key for first year, second year, third year, first MSc, second MSc. All the students can go and visit the library using, they have their own key. Whenever they need, they can open it and open the bureau, and they can read whatever they wish. This is a facility we have given the students, sir.
That's really great. First of all, congratulations to all the students who have qualified the exam. I wish you all the best for the coming days, and I wish to hear more names in this list. No more and more names getting added in this list, and you all should qualify the exams. Just keep working hard, and as sir has said, you guys have already access to these books. Utilize that particular facility, because when you are in college, that's one of the best thing, that you have access to the library. And I have personally spent so much time in my library. I used to study books over there. That librarian, sir, he used to be one of my good friend that time. So because I used to spend so much time in library. So you guys also try to spend some time in library. If you have a free class, if you have a class where the class is not going on, or if you have some time, go to library, sit, read books. That's definitely going to help. And if you have the facility, take the benefit of that. That's one of the best thing which you have: books and library. Yeah.
Then, behalf of the student, I would ask the last question, sir. If I want to clear some competitive exam or get some more idea regarding chemistry, whether it is which is best for us, whether can we get videos from YouTube, or we have to study the book? Which is best for us, sir? Because people nowadays looking instead of going library and reading books, they are just clicking the video YouTube and just listening everything, which is best practice for them to acquire more knowledge.
Okay. See, as I said, videos are filtered. Means, let's say I have made a video on John Taylor distortion. There is a concept of John Taylor distortion in coordination chemistry. So let's say I have made a video. So how I would have made it? I would have read books, I would have understood, and then I would have made the video. So the video is what I understood from that concept. It is not 100% necessary that what I understood, like whatever was written, 100% I understood and I'm explaining to you. So if book was 100%, I would have understood 80%. I explained in the video 60%, and when you understood, it was 40%. So book was having 100% knowledge, but you got only 40%. So YouTube videos are quick, means they are like, because nowadays people like quick things, no? They like things which can be cooked quickly. Like everybody wants Maggie, which can be cooked in 2 minutes. But still, biryani tastes better than Maggie. Biryani takes time to cook, but that nobody can match the taste. Same way, book reading is, I know that is slowly it's getting deteriorated. People don't read books, they don't sit in library, but you have to make that, because in future, if you want to make your basic strong, if you want to sit in interview and confidently want to answer, then books will help. YouTube videos might help you to qualify the exam, but in interviews, books will help. I'll just share a story of my student. One of my student, he is from Dehradun. So in 2020, he called me. He is YouTube student only, means he has not taken any class. On YouTube, he know me. So he messaged me there and on email, and he called me, and he literally cried because he just qualified NET that time and he was not clueless what to do next. I talked to him. I asked him to read books and other things. Then he started reading books in 2020, and now that boy is in IASC Bangalore. He has joined recently in IASC Bangalore. Just on the basis of books, he has qualified the interview, and in interview his performance was so good that his supervisor, when he joined, he told that we took you only because of your interview performance. And he told me, sir, just because I read books, that only helped me to qualify this. So that's what I'm telling. Book reading is maybe out of fashion, but it is always best. So book reading is the best thing. YouTube videos might be a shortcut, but shortcut never leads you to big success. It might give you temporary success, not big success.
Okay. Thank you so much for your clear-cut idea. The book reading is must. Students should read the book. Okay, thank you so much. Next, I hand over to Naveen Raja. You take.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. It was an amazing interaction between the students and the teachers. Thank you once again on the behalf of Vivekananda College students and faculty members. We are awaiting to see you in your offline, sir. Even though the meeting is conducted in online, please on the next time, please come to our college and meet our students, sir. This is my kind request to you, sir. Thank you, and I request Shamnath of 3rd Basic Chemistry to deliver his vote of thanks.
I'm audible, sir.
Yes, Shamnath, you proceed.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you. A very, very pleasant good morning to one and all present here. At first, I would like to thank the Vivekananda College Secretary Swamiji and Kulabudi Swamiji for their divine blessings given to us. By next, I would like to thank the energetic principal sir of Vivekananda College who gives us energy and supports us all the time and in all the events. Thank you sir for your kind support. Then next, followed by him, I would like to thank the convener of this program, Mr. Servar Muthu sir, Head Department of Chemistry. Thank you, sir. I thank the sir because behalf of all the students for arranging such a wonderful program for the welfare of our student friends. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Then, by following, I would like to thank the today's hero, YouTuber, Mr. Nurul sir, for a beautiful and enormous lecture on the topic how to prepare the competitive exam along with college exam. Thank you, sir. The information you gave to us gives us a new boost to crack all the upcoming exams, both in academic side as well as in competition side. Thank you, sir. Thank you for spending your enormous time and invaluable time for the welfare of our students. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank all the staff members of the Department of Chemistry who gave their kind support and attention towards this program. Thank you, staff members. Thank you a lot for us. I would also like to thank my friends Naveen, Ajay, and Anish Kumar for their active efforts taken by them for the program. Naveen, as master of ceremony, he had played his role, enormous role well, and Ajay Kumar in technical side and support. Anish in welcome address. Thanks a lot, friends. Thanks. Then I would like to thank all the student friends for their attention in this program. I hope this program may help us in all fields in competitive exam as well as in college exams. I hope we will all make sure that each one will get past 100% results in these upcoming exams. Thank you. Thank you so much to one and all present in this program. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Shamnath, for your kind vote of thanks. Next, our last climax section, which is closing prayer. Sarve Bhavantu by all. Sarve Bhavantu Suginata, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhatrani Bashyantu, Margase Dugavar Bhave, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all dignitaries. Thank you.
And happy news to all the students. Mr. Nurul Gunda assured him that he will visit very soon to campus and meet all the students of our department. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Time. Thank you. Definitely, I will come very soon to that.
We are eagerly waiting to meet you.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Okay, I will call you later, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.